Hey there, it's Danielle Bernack from DanielleBernack.com, that lady on the internet who loves you. Here to connect you to the love that heals. I want to talk to you today about friends. Let's talk about friends. Do you have trouble making friends? Do you have lots of friends? What do you think about friends? There was a time when my definition of a friend was very, very rigid. A friend was only someone who I could completely trust with everything in my life. So it's safe to say that I didn't have a whole lot of those, because that's a certain kind of a friend. We've come to a place in society now because of Facebook and other social medias that sometimes we throw around that word friend maybe a little bit too loosely. On Facebook, we can friend someone, unfriend someone. We can do it without them even knowing. We can do it behind their back. And this thing of friend can be way too superficial. So we have the one extreme of, oh my goodness, you can trust them with absolutely everything in your life, to the, I met you, or I know your name, or you're on my list on my social media. Both are kind of extremes. And what I've learned is there is a whole spectrum of friends. There's a spectrum of friendship. And I also learned that my rigid definition of a friend was because of my trauma. I was pushing people away with that. I was pushing them away because I was afraid of them. I was afraid of friendship. I was afraid of betrayal. I was afraid of rejection. I was afraid of getting close to someone. I was afraid if they really knew me, they wouldn't like me anyways. And I had a root of rejection in me from a particular trauma, so I expected everybody to reject me. So if they didn't, I kind of set myself up for it. So if you find yourself in any of that, I want you to pause here and go, maybe I have some trauma to deal with? Maybe. Consider that. I talk about trauma all the time. I talk about how to deal with it and encourage you to do something about it instead of dismissing it, instead of making it less, instead of making excuses for it, instead of saying, well, that's just me, or that was just my life, or whatever those things. Because do you want to stay in that pain, or do you want to get to a place of being happier? If we don't deal with the things that have dealt with us, we'll stay miserable, we'll stay unhappy. But if we will deal with them, we can get to a new place. You can get breakthrough. That's my word for the year, breakthrough. You can break through in the area of friends. Do you have a lot of them? Do you not have a lot of them? Where are you at on that? Do you have trouble making friends? Do you have trouble keeping friends? How do you define a friend? Are you too rigid in your definition of a friend? Do you expect them to be able to do everything when they can't? And maybe you just met them 2 minutes ago. So friends are something that we build a friendship. And it starts by, hello, how are you? My name is Danielle. What is your name? And you meet them and you start a conversation. A friendship is built little by little, and we give little pieces away little by little to build that trust relationship. It takes trust. And if you are struggling with that, there's a reason. And I want to encourage you to deal with the reason. So I want you to go to my website, DanielleBernack.com. If you're struggling in any of that area, do a search for friends and read. I have articles. That doesn't cost you anything but a little bit of time. And you're worth it. You're worth it. So give some time to yourself. But if you want some help that's more one-on-one, I can coach you through this. I can help you learn how to make friends, learn how to keep friends, and how to make your relationships better. Identify what the problem is. Take you through my self process so that you can have friends and have good friends and learn how to build friends and keep them. Because there's lots of reasons we struggle in this area, and trauma is a big part of that. It's not always the answer, but if that's not the answer, there is one anyways, because there's always a reason. And if we will find the reason, then we can find the solution and we can get to having a better life. So I want to encourage you today. If you want one-on-one help, go to my website and sign up for a discovery call. See if I'm the person for you to help you. Gives yourself 15 minutes to see, do I want someone to help me with this? Or do I want to read a book? Or do I want to do this? You're worth it. You're worth it. And we need friends in life. We are not meant to go through life all by ourselves. You are not alone. You are not alone, my friend. See, I called you friend because I love you. I come on here because I have chosen to make you my friend. I have chosen to love you. And I am on here because I want you to know you are not alone. I will be your friend. I might not be the one that will be there every day, all day long, but I can be someone who will listen. I'll be someone who will pray for you. I'll be someone who will care about what's going on in your life. You don't have to do life alone. And you know what? God wants to be your friend too. And maybe you struggle with that. I struggled with that for a long time. And what you can do to help with that, if that's your issue, go to my website, DanielleBurnock.com, and get my free audio book, Love's Manifesto. See, I got all kinds of things that can help you, and all it takes is a couple minutes. It takes a little bit of time, and you're worth it. So invest in yourself because you matter. Get the friendships and the strength and the village around you that you need, because we are not meant to do life alone. So till next time, I love you.